Let's see, Psalms 37. Psalm 37 is the 37th Psalm of the Book of Psalms. It has a form of acrostic Hebrew poem. It is thought to have been written by David in his old age. And to save us some time, me stuttering, I'll have assistance.
Psalm chapter 37 is a response to the problem of evil, which the Old Testament often expresses as a question. Why do the wicked prosper and the good suffer? The psalm answers that the situation is only temporary. Catholicism sees God will reverse things, rewarding the good and punishing the wicked here on earth. 7. This interpretation is shared by Protestants. Matthew Henry calls it David's call to patience and confidence in God by the state of the godly and the wicked. 8. Spurgeon calls it the great riddle of the prosperity of the wicked and the affliction of the righteous. 9. It is written as an acrostic and divided into discrete sections. Each section ends with God's resolution of the question. 6. The psalm has also been understood as a prayer of the persecuted who has taken refuge in the temple, or figuratively of refuge in God. The psalm concludes with a plea to God those who honor him, to bless them with his justice and to protect them from the snares of the wicked. 10.
Okay, and then I just want to show you this down here before we actually go to it. In Judaism, this is, hold on, where was it again? Verse 21 is used in Judaism. It says here, check this out.
Pirkei Avot, Hebrew, also spelled as Pirkei Avot or Pirkei Avos or Pirk Abith, which translates to English as Chapters of the Fathers, is a compilation of the ethical teachings and maxims from rabbinical Jewish tradition. It is part of didactic Jewish ethical literature. Because of its contents, the name is sometimes given as Ethics of the Fathers. Pirkei Avot consists of the Mishnaic Tractate of Avot, the second to last tractate in the order of Nezikin in the Mishnah, plus one additional chapter. Avot is unique in that it is the only tractate of the Mishnah dealing solely with ethical and moral principles. There's little or no halacha laws found in Pirkei Avot.
Halacha laws, I didn't know that until now. We're not going to go any further in this, but I'll leave. Here we go, and this is the last one here. Oops.
Birkat Hamazon, Hebrew, the blessing of the food. Known in English as the grace after meals, Yiddish translate benchen or to bless. 1. English benching is a set of Hebrew blessings that Jewish halakha, collective body of Jewish religious laws, prescribes following a meal that includes at least a kazayat, olive-sized piece of bread or matzah, made from one or all of wheat, barley, rye, oats, and or spelt. It is a mitzvah d'oraita, Aramaic, that is written in the Torah, Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 10, 2, 3.
Right. That last name there. I'm getting off track. I just want to see why how it translates. Hamazon. That's a lesson for another time. Be not emulous of evildoers, nor envy them that work iniquity. Emulous is inspired. So right away we see that we're being taught to, or we've been taught to, I should say, through movies, through rap music, through looking at mobsters, right, and the glory that they get, all the cars, the money, the guns, the notoriety. It's saying don't be like them, but we're taught to at a young age to, these are your idols, right? For they shall shortly wither. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, shortly wither away as grass, and as the green herbs quickly fall. Trust in the Lord and do good and dwell in the land, and thou shalt be filled with its fruits. Delight in the Lord, and he will give thee the request of thy heart, which we know, if we're going back and we're reading the wisdom of Solomon, reading the Psalms, reading the Proverbs, uh, trying daily, just by reading them, to reduce the intake, we have on what is wicked and what is evil, and replacing it from what is right and what is wisdom and what is righteous. When the request of our heart will be the things that make the Creator happy, right? They'll be in line with what He has in store for us. They won't be selfish, and they'll be less selfish, is what I'm trying to say. There'll be less, things that are not useful for us. Commit thy ways to the Lord and trust in Him, and He will do it. The verse above, the request of your heart. And He will bring forth thy justice as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. If anyone has an idea of what verse 6 is saying, just leave a comment, because that one seems, it seems important, but I'm not trying to overstate it. It's just weird. And I like it, but I just don't want to, put Masonic tendencies to it, stuff like that. So, be subject to the Lord and pray to Him. Envy not the man who prospereth in his way, the man who doth unjust things. So again, don't envy the guy that's doing wicked. Don't look at him and say, man, that's the life, right? Let's see, what is this? Cease from anger and leave rage. Have no emulation to do evil. Emulation to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off. But they that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. And thou shalt seek his place, and shalt not find it. But the meek shall inherit the land, and shall delight in abundance of peace. The sinner shall watch the sinner shall watch the just man, and shall gnash upon him with his teeth. But the Lord shall laugh at him, for he foreseeth that his day shall come. The wicked have drawn out their swords, they have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, to kill the upright of heart. Let their sword enter into their own hearts, let their bow be broken. Better is a little to the just than the great riches of the wicked. That's a good verse too, right? Because the person that's got his mind right and got his heart right? They can do more with less. The wicked are always, hey, I need more, but they're always unhappy. And what does happen with their unhappiness? They always try to find and fill it. And what is that in return? They turn to wicked things, disgusting things, right? We know the stories. We don't have to get. For the armies of the wicked shall be broken into pieces, but the Lord will strengthen the just. The Lord knoweth the days of the unfulfilled, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be confounded in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be filled. the wicked shall perish, uh, and the enemies of the Lord presently after they shall be honored and exalted shall come to nothing and vanish like smoke. Meaning right now in our present time, the wicked are praised and they're lifted up. They're given rewards, the Nobel Peace Prize, the Oscars, all these things, right? But the time's going to come where it'll be done away with, right? The sinner shall borrow and not pay again, but the just showeth mercy and shall give. For such as blessed him shall inherit the land, but such as cursed him shall perish. Now, ain't that weird? Isn't that like verse? I'll bless those that bless you and curse those that curse you. But you don't see anybody using this verse, right? No, they want to use that one to prop up the Ashkenazis there in Genesis when they're talking about Abraham's seed. Here it's saying, this is more than just that. This is for the person that lives just, right? Was trying to do just. So keep that verse in mind, when they try to throw that in your face about Israel. Well, what about what David said in the book of Psalms, right? About the just person that lives upright or tries to live upright. With the Lord shall the steps of a man be directed, and he shall like well his way. And there it is, the Lord. You keep following for the Creator. You keep looking for the right path, and He'll help you, right? And eventually, you're gonna be like, I know I'm on the right path. I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Right? When he shall fall, he shall not bruise, for the Lord putteth his hand under him. Now, doesn't that remind you of that whole Jesus thing where he's being tempted by the devil, right? Curse God and I'll give you, blah, 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 the kingdoms of the earth. Not curse, I'm sorry. Fall, right? And the angels shall catch you. That's what it was. Fall, so the angels will catch you. Because doesn't it say that the Lord will not let him bruise his heel or something like that? It's in there when Satan's tempting Jesus in the after he does his 40 days. That's what I was thinking about, right? I have been young and now I'm old, and I have not seen the just forsaken, nor the seed, nor his seed seeking bread. He showeth mercy and lengthened all the days long, and his seed shall be in blessing. Decline from evil and do good. Oh, let's see if we can start all over. Decline from evil and do good, and dwell forever and ever. For the Lord loveth judgment, and will not forsake his saints. They shall be preserved forever. The unjust shall be punished, and the seed of the wicked shall perish. That's what happens when they cut them off, right? Every time they cut them off, their seed is gone forever. But the just shall inherit the land, and shall dwell therein forevermore. The mouth of the just shall meditate. And look up the etymology of meditate, because I'm not sure if that's a word that it's really ours. My sister and I went over that the other day. Wisdom in his tongue shall seek just judgment. The law of his God is in his heart, and his steps shall not be supplanted. The wicked, the wicked watcheth the just man and seeketh to put him to death. But the Lord will not leave him in his hands, nor condemn him when he shall be judged. Hold on here. Make sure I'm at the right word. I know this is. I'm psyching myself out.
Expect.
Yeah. Expect the Lord and keep his ways, and he will exalt thee, and he will exalt thee to inherit the land. And when the sinner shall perish, thou shalt see. I have seen the wicked highly exalted and lifted up like the cedars of Lambeard. Hold on, there's another one. I know that this is that place we found it.
Libanus.
Libanus is the old name for Lebanon. It's in. We found it the national park in. What was it in England? And they said Libanus was a name for the temples often found throughout England, right? And I passed by, and lo, he was not. And I sought him, and his place was not found. Keep innocence, and behold justice, for there are remnants from the peaceable man, but the unjust shall be destroyed together. The remnant of the wicked shall perish, but the salvation of the just is for the Lord. Is from the Lord. And he is their protector in the times of trouble. And the Lord will help them and deliver them, and he will rescue them from the wicked and save them because they have hoped in him. Psalms 34.